Coming to you live from the rooftop studio loft, it's Calciospresso with Ale and Age. Take it away, boys.
Welcome back to Calciospresso, your weekly shot of Italian football.
Adrian.
Ale, episode 6.
Yeah.
Can you believe we've made it this far?
Can't believe it. How was your weekend?
Yeah, I knew you'd do this.
Yeah? Sorry, I didn't put down the notes.
Before we started, he said, I'm going to hit you with something, and you're not going to know what it is.
It was a good weekend. What'd you do?
I went to the grand final with my good friend Carl, and it was good. It was a good game.
Good game. Yep.
For about 3.5 quarters.
About half a minute.
That's all right. That's fine.
For those of you unfamiliar with the great game of Australian rules, Magpies v Eagles on the weekend. Magpies favoured to win.
We're not here to talk about that though.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to rub it into you.
Just
not the first set of Eagles that topped you in these last few weeks.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But we will get to that. Don't worry.
Move on.
Big, long 2 rounds.
Big and long.
A midweek and a regular round.
Hectic.
So how are we going to get
through
this show?
Do we sleep, mate? Do we even sleep?
Hardest working men in the game.
Working too hard.
How are we going to get through this?
I feel bad for the man behind the camera.
Well, he's the one who's working hard.
Exactly.
That's for sure.
Look at him there. We have a live studio audience, by the way.
Yeah. Make some noise.
Make some noise, guys. Yep.
All 3 of them.
All 3. Hey, but if they're watching this, if they're here, who's watching the podcast?
This is why it's not live.
That's why it's not live.
It's okay.
Thank God, otherwise no one would be watching.
We'd be in real trouble. We do have, as you alluded to, a very special guest.
Very special guest.
Here tonight.
Straight from the kitchens of Alantico.
Yep.
Carl Oates.
Carl
the man
Oates.
that's been mentioned in every episode.
Yeah.
The face to the name, finally.
Yeah. The biggest Inter fan in Melbourne.
Yeah, and
possibly.
As you can probably tell, I'm adorning.
What's going on there?
This filth. If everyone can see it.
What? Okay, I mean, like, fair enough. You know, you had to wear that because your team lost.
My team lost. I threw down the gauntlet, and
Fiorentina, of course, losing to Inter.
Yeah.
But what's on your head? I'm more
interested
in that.
You know, Kanye West came out with his little Trump hat. This is can we get a little zoom?
Make Cuba great again.
Make Cuba great again. Just thought to be different.
Not MAGA. It's
Maca?
Makika.
Oh no.
Doesn't work.
Oh god.
Doesn't work.
Off the clean nukes.
All right.
I bought this in Florida. So.
Oh, nice purchase.
It's hot as Florida in here, man.
It's boiling. It's the first night where
I got things sticking to things that shouldn't be sticky to them in the spring.
Oh jeez.
Can't wait for summer.
It's the first night we haven't had to rug up.
Actually, we got the guns out. Like someone else who's got the guns out.
The golden gun. Piontek. We'll get to
we got Adrian. We got 20 games.
We better get kicking.
Better hurry up.
All right. I'll kick us off, mate.
Yes.
Udinese Lazio.
Eagles.
First game.
Eagles with a big win. A big old win to the Eagles.
Yeah, it's all right.
How about those Eagles? All right. I'm outnumbered in here. Oh, I'm getting the dirty looks already.
Oh, jeez. So Udinese losing to Lazio at home. We lost 1-2 there. Honestly, I didn't think we were that bad. I think we probably deserved a draw considering how we pushed towards the end.
It was a draw after the first half.
Well, 0-0 was pretty tame first half.
But that's been the story almost of Lazio as of late.
Yeah.
Just the struggle to get going.
Kind of just doing enough and popping up at the right moments. But Acerbi scored the first goal after Scuffer just couldn't clear the box. And I feel like that's been a common theme in all of our games so far, is those sort of goals that we are copying are either just on the edge of the box or right in the middle after the ball's bubbled out a bit. So we just can't clear it properly. Correa got Lazio second, so we're 2-0. The one shining light was the big Bram Neuntik.
Ooh.
The big, bald,
beautiful baby looking.
Oh, I'm out of alliteration, but
Big ball, beautiful baby
He
looking.
kicked a beautiful overhead scissor.
Why not?
Hey, language.
Why not?
Um,
Sissa.
He kicked a great overhead scissor kick just to get one back for Udinese. So that was the game. Yeah, not great. Not great.
Not a great game. I love those colourful seats in your stadium
I think that was done to
make it look like
to
there are
make it
more
look
people
full.
in the- more people in the stands. If they're all black, people just go like, oh, there's a big just black square there.
Big
No,
old
it's like
void.
a whole like rainbow. If it's like, oh yeah, that guy's wearing
That's
something
right.
funky.
That's right. It's all about confusing the audience, which is what we love to
Well,
do here.
it did look
Um,
full though, so that's good.
Thanks, man. We're trying to pack it out. It's doing well.
It's doing all right.
Shall we move on? 'Cause
Let's
we
move
have a
on.
lot
Let's
to
get through some of these games
Atalanta,
fairly quick. We're not going to go
Torino.
just quickly. We're not going to go too in depth.
Yeah.
We're going to get a couple of games in.
Don't want
boring
to.
ones.
Yeah, we don't want to drag things on too much.
Exactly.
Atalanta Torino 0-0. Ale, Atalanta still misfiring. Just had a bit hoarse right now.
Adrian,
Sorry.
I hit the snooze button on this one. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't great.
0-0 draw.
That's been the story this season. We have some amazing games, some couple of stinkers every round.
Yeah,
But it has been,
it has been pretty good, and the stinkers have
good.
at least featured goals normally.
yeah, generally. Yeah.
So a 0-0 draw, no one likes that.
No. But you know who I did like in this game? Duvan Zapata, the big Colombian.
Zapata has had a couple of really, really good games.
It's strange because you look at him, you think, great player.
Yeah,
Does he fit how Atalanta play?
that's a bit contentious, Adrian. You saying you'd be better off somewhere else?
I don't know. Maybe back at Udinese so he could score some goals.
How far is January?
Oh, it can't come soon enough.
Is he leaving?
I don't know. No, I think he's just got there, so we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But Gomez as well, your boy,
Yeah,
plenty of shots. No return.
mate. He did all right last game. Did all right. Got himself a goal,
Yeah.
but just not the same man.
I don't know what's going on there.
It's the baby kits that they sent out.
Do you think
They
it's...
pumped up the whole town, and now just their luck, eh? They got the most fans in Italy now, and
And now they're not winning.
not performing.
So, yeah, they continue to slide a little bit. And Torino as well, sort of, just not firing. They're not scoring enough goals.
Torino haven't been doing anything all year.
It's
They've
just
had
a goal
couple of
scoring
games,
issue.
and
Yeah.
it's just.
Yeah.
And they got the Belotti bean, mate. They got the bean.
How long can they hold on to the bean? Ale, let's keep going.
Let's do it.
Take us to the next 0-0 draw.
Oh, yes. Wow. This was a fantastic game. Goals. Who needs them? I say. Absolute ripper.
Goals optional, Serie A.
Goals optional. The two seafaring boys, Cagliari and Sampdoria, honestly, a bit uneventful. 0-0, not much action. It was a battle of the goalies, though.
Yep.
Alessio Cragno was fantastic in goal for Cagliari. Aldero was also good for Samp.
Really like Aldero. Yeah.
DeFrel had a couple of really good chances. He's been really, really good.
Yep.
This season. And he had one header where he headed it into the ground and it hit the crossbar.
Oh, yeah.
Pinball
Just
ones
bounced back up.
just missed.
Yep.
In the end, he actually drew a penalty, kind of little havoc one.
Yep.
And that was in the last couple of minutes. Wasn't a great penalty either.
No.
There were some contentious penalties over the last 2 weeks.
yeah,
But
to
yeah,
say the least.
Cragno with a big save, got 2 mitts on it.
Yep.
Yeah, no one likes 0-0 games. We had 2 in a row.
Yeah. DeFrel, though, continuing the fantastic tradition of amazing, dirty French forwards.
Dirty French forwards.
Such as my boy Cyril Thoreau,
Cyril
who used
Theroux.
to have
the lips.
the lip tattoo on his
We
neck,
mentioned the lips.
which was
What's
yeah.
it, can we get that fact checked? Did you? We sent you away with that, Christian. The lips on the neck. What does that mean? We're not in with it. We're old now.
That's all right.
Shaking his head.
That's
still.
all right. Well,
We're getting nothing from
We
him.
might get a picture, boom, boom, or something.
Or just
We'll see.
the neck. Can you just put it?
No.
Okay.
We'll get a picture of the guys we're talking
We're
about.
giving him too much work to do. Hey, great job on that intro, by the way. He doesn't really get in front of the
No,
camera
he did
too
well.
much.
He did really well.
That's might have to when one of us has to pull out.
I'll have to get him on permanently. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we might get like a Zach Galifianakis style show going on between two ferns. It's kind of similar to Where's My Fern?
I don't know. I'll have to get you on.
Get all our fern.
Hashtag.
We don't need your table anymore.
Shall we move on? No.
if you'd like, yeah.
Let's go Genoa.
Let's do it.
Chievo, the next game of the round. Genoa running away 2-0, courtesy of the weapon, Piontek. His right boot is just powerful, and he missed a couple of screamers.
How can we praise this man anymore? Look at Genoa. They are in sixth place right now.
It's all off the back of his boot.
He's on 8 goals for the season. The next best is, I think, Defrel with 5.
First season in Serie A. So it's unreal.
He's like
and he caught our eye with that celebration.
He's like GoldenEye, mate. The bullets don't run out.
He's got the cheat codes on.
Hacks.
So I reckon he's an absolute steal for Genoa so far. Easy statement to make, really. He took a great goal with his shot though. So that was 1-0. Look, Sorrentino, I thought he did what he could for Chievo in goal, not helped by his defence.
Yeah.
Pandev got Genoa's second, little John C. Reilly lookalike.
He does.
Just with the hair in the face and.
Have you seen the new Sherlock Holmes? No,
I haven't
trailer.
Seen.
It's Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly.
Oh.
Wait, I'm thinking John C. Reilly, right?
I don't know. No.
Step Brothers, John C. Reilly.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Is he in Sherlock?
It's a new Holmes and Watson.
There you go.
Are you gonna watch the trailer now? We've got heaps of time. Chievo, lots of chances.
Yep.
They had heaps of chances, but
yeah, they just couldn't. That's the story. They can't seem to fashion anything clear cut there.
And did Piontek get the guns out again?
He did. The first, I think was it. I don't know if it was this match or the next match because he. Spoiler alert: he does score in the next match they play.
Yeah, of course. It's like the sun rising in the east, mate.
It's bound to happen, isn't it?
Piontek
but
scoring.
he almost doesn't get it in, and then
he gets it again.
Oh yeah.
That man is like in slow motion. It's like when you get the recoil.
Yeah.
I wish we could do slow motion, but it'd be too much work.
That's way too much.
He needs to be in like he needs an ad. He needs his own perfume. Christoph Piontek with a perfume ad.
What would it be called?
What do you reckon?
Maybe like Massacre. just because of the celebration.
Massacre by Christoph Piontek. We're getting too off topic.
A new fragrance by Giorgio Armani. Let's move on to Juventus.
Big
Bologna.
game. Juve Bologna.
Take us there,
surprise. Juve wins it 2-0.
Yep.
So we jumped over to Turin. Juve on a 5-game winning streak at this point. And they were looking to make it 6 in a row against Bologna, who had their tails up against Roma the week before, winning that one. Wasn't to be. Juve made it 6 straight with a 2-0 win. So goals to Dybala and Blaise Matuidi.
Yep.
Blaise.
It's a great name.
I wish my parents called me Blaise.
Do you?
Not really. Both goals were in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was all done and dusted after that, basically. Dybala reminding everyone that he's still around.
Yep.
Nice little scissor kick goal. Kind of loopy. Kind of like someone using a pair of left-handed scissors. What are you doing?
Sorry, no, we're just talking about Juventus, so I was trying to get...
No pillow. You need to close your lid.
No, it's fine.
No pillow, no party.
It's fine.
Yeah, it wasn't the best scissor kick.
No.
Kind of looped, but it was a nice goal. Blaise, from tight angle, receives it from Ronaldo with a little cutback cross.
Mm-hmm.
And pops it over the keeper's hat into the crossbar and down. Bologna had a few chances, but kind of fizzled out. I did notice Mattia Destro was back around. I'm pretty sure he may have been in other games, but
I haven't noticed.
I didn't notice either.
No.
That's kind of the story of the man, isn't it?
Jeez.
So he's back, but not really.
No.
Not back to the form that we
How the
all know and
how the
love.
mighty have fallen.
He was...
Oh, yeah.
What happened? We'll never know.
You know what? I think Dybala needs to play.
I think so too.
Guy's a gun. I don't know how they get him in, but he's got to play.
Well, Ronaldo played kind of on the wing at points, which
Playing that left
was
wing.
his original
Yeah,
position.
he plays that left wing pretty well.
I like it.
Mm.
But then you got Cuadrado and Bernardeschi as well.
How do you get them all in?
How do you fit them all?
Ale, let's move on.
Business as usual for Juve.
Yep.
And they're still on top.
Let's do it.
Next one, Napoli-Parma.
Phew.
I made a prediction last week that Parma was going to win. They did not win.
So don't call him Nostradamus.
No.
He's not.
Napoli handed them a little bit of a whack,
Ooh.
to be honest.
Bit of a reality check after they were riding high. Huh?
Our mate Insigne
Oh,
with a goal.
amazing.
Milik with 2 as
Yep.
well. Comfortable win for the boys in blue. Milik with a low cross. Insigne with that little poach.
Yeah.
Deadly, man.
He's
Just deadly.
he just knows how
Anywhere
to find the back
around.
of the net. Yep.
And then Insigne went close with a poster a few minutes later. Could have had another one in there. Milik scored a stunner. There have been some stunning goals this year. Like, an incredible amount.
We've been treated.
How do you choose? How can you choose? I'd put this one up there. He's, sees Sepe off the line just a little bit.
Yep.
Fires it over and in. Just the placement. It wasn't like a chip,
Yeah.
but it was one of those shots where it literally just rose and dipped.
Had to be good, man, because Sepe has been solid.
He's been very good. Placement, absolute peach. And his second goal was a little lurking one, far post, lurking in the bushes at the back, without anyone seeing. Verdi gets a ball through, passes through everyone, snots it in. Snots it in.
Why not?
Easy as you like. Napoli too good.
Yeah,
But Parma will be back.
I think so.
Top 10.
And you know what I just noticed as well? We mentioned some great Polish players in the Serie A. Milik, we forgot one. Polish.
Yeah.
Gun. Absolute gun.
It's the Polish league now.
It's turning into it because they're just scoring and saving and kicking the ball up and down the pitch.
And just playing that old game of football.
They're good. They're really good. And they're very good in the Serie A. So we like
unreal.
that. Now, on to an absolute drubbing, and that we probably predicted. Roma Frosinone 4-0.
Yep.
Roma's back. They're back. Oh, sorry. That might have been a bit loud.
Back.
They're back in town.
They are.
And
They were back in town.
didn't Richard
today.
Whittle, our commentator, like it?
Richard Whittle for Roma.
Like
He needs a fragrance too.
It's like he's in the room. What would his be called?
Fofana by Richard Whittle.
I like it.
The man himself. He's a classy looking man. We put up a
Yeah.
little picture of him last week.
Yeah, and he does his job well.
He's really passionate about it.
Good
You can
passionate
tell.
commentator.
You can really tell.
Unlike some of the, I
man,
won't
there's
throw any
been some-
shade. I won't
Oh,
throw
yeah,
any
okay,
shade.
yeah.
But some of the other commentators aren't so much into it. So nice soft opposition for Roma just to get him back into gear. Sorry, Frosinone they've really not.
Can we, until we get one Frosinone fan that's watching, I feel like we can crap talk a bit.
I'm not crap talking. They really have not been very good.
They don't belong.
You know what? What happened in this game? Let's run through it just briefly. Pastore had a nice backheel goal, like almost carbon copy of like the one that he did earlier in the season.
Didn't Whittle love that?
He loved it. He said it's the, what do you say? It's the becoming the league of backheels.
Can you do it in the
Serie A.
voice?
No,
Try it.
not with this throat.
Not with this. Why? Why got the?
I've been yelling on Saturday
Ah,
at the event that you mentioned at the top of the show.
that's a shame.
So easy tap in for El Shaarawy for their third goal. Kolarov just smashing it in to put the game to bed 4-0. So that was that game. Shall we move on?
Yep. So we had Spal and Sassuolo. Sassuolo heading to Ferrara. They had a big win against Empoli the week before. When our man Afriakwa went out in 14 minutes and it all went to crap. Spal off a big loss to the Purple Haze. 3-0 loss. Just to remind everyone of the loss there. Sorry, I'm wearing an Intertop. I I got to G up myself
You got
for
to
the
do
big
something.
wins.
You got to do something, huh?
Goals to Ajapong and Matri. Sash just getting it done.
Yep.
Pretty breezy game. Matri with a great play and rewarded with the goal at the end. Yeah. 2-0. Pretty breezy game. Nothing really much to mention.
No. I felt like Sass probably could have had more than 2 goals. It was pretty easy for them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just little. Didn't Ajapong love his goal as well? Huge smile on his face, which is good to see. Last game of the round.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Apart from the ones that we'll be discussing later.
We'll get to later. Last game of the round, apart from the Inter game, we'll get there. Empoli, Milan. Wow, this was surprising for me. 1-1 draw. Empoli showing that, they can take it up to the big boys. Great point for them. And Gattuso was literally about to explode this game from frustration.
Well, mate, you're going to Empoli.
Yep.
You should be winning.
Yeah.
Especially
you should.
Aqua Watch.
The
The man didn't play.
No, he's still out.
So our whole segment,
was it?
biceps. That could be the one. That could be it. But yeah,
still missing from that injury.
Great. We didn't have enough segments, and now our biggest one can't even use it because the man's injured.
Aqua Watch.
Anyway, Aqua Watch. We'll just get a little recent Instagram picture.
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Ding.
There we go.
Perfect.
The wells run dry because there's no more aqua in there.
Yep. There it is.
Dad joke.
Damn.
Stank. Diego Lasolt made a start because he's been coming on as a bit of a sub recently. He made a good and he was good. He was very important for Milan's goal. Then Caputo hit the post, but a really good press by Empoli, pressing the AC. Defense resulted in a bit of a defensive error. Caputo, they got a penalty and he put it right down the middle. So,
and a 1-1.
1-1. That's it.
A 1-1 draw. 1-0 nil. 2-0 nil draw.
1-1 draw.
1-1 draw.
Let's move on to the midweek games.
Yeah. And a big one to start off.
The regular season.
Derby della Capitale, Lazio versus Roma. Heated derby.
Yeah.
City shuts down, basically. If you're brave enough to go to the games, good luck to you. Fans are ruthless. Pointless, really. People have died in that.
It's too far, isn't it?
You know what I mean?
Save it for the fake guns.
Save it for Piontek murdering people in the
stands. With his fake pistols.
Yeah.
That's not right.
They need to take a leaf out of Australian football's books. On the day,
you can cross the line, have white line fever, get all excited about the game.
White line fever,
not that sort of white line fever.
No worries, mate.
And then after the game, just go home.
That's it, and just enjoy. But yeah, we had Roma and Lazio. Roma, the team of the city. Lazio, mainly the team of the region surrounding. We're maybe expecting Lazio to win. We've been a bit vocal about Roma underperforming as of late. A few question marks around them, but they, what do we know? Nothing, obviously. 3-1 it ended.
Yeah.
Goals to Pellegrini, Kolarov, and Fazio for Roma, and Immobile hit one for the Eagles.
Yes.
The Eagles.
All right. I'm aware.
The Eagles didn't win this game.
No, they did not.
Not this one.
Not this particular game we're talking about right now in the
Serie
A.
In the Serie A. Sorry. Some great moments. Great game to watch. So if you haven't seen this one, to know what it's all about,
they're always good.
Get on that. Yeah. We'll just go over the goals quickly. Pellegrini with a back heel off the crumbs. Richard Whittle. I was going to exclaim.
Did he? I don't know if he did this. He did the Roma game the week before, so I don't think he did this one. Did he?
I think he does all of them.
Does he do all the games?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, we must have loved this then.
He did love it. I'm pretty sure. Now we had 20 games, Adrian.
They're all melding into one.
It was just one big game.
One big beautiful
rush.
Yeah.
Chiro pounces on a heavy touch. Back towards goal from Fazio.
Yeah.
Real poacher's goal.
Getting a few more goals out Chiro.
Yeah. He's getting off the FIFA and getting on the training pitch.
It's good.
Kolarov had a beautiful free kick.
Oh, that was huge, wasn't it?
Strakosha, though, he was in the middle. He wasn't standing in the right spot, I feel.
It just came so fast.
It came fast, but like you shouldn't be beaten on your own side. And the commentator said that as well. Don't be beaten on your own side.
Yeah.
And it's true. If your wall's there, you're guarding the
You're
left.
guarding the other side.
You know what I mean? If it goes over the wall, there's not much you can do.
Nah.
But, I think he could have done better there. Final header from Fazio. Makes up for the mistake earlier. Roma on a bit of a roll.
Yeah, they're doing the damage with the set pieces there, so they've obviously done a little bit of work on the training track.
Yeah, and if you've got a man like Fazio as well there, he's done it a couple of times this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, Roma 4-0 and then a 3-1 against the rivals.
Game. The goals are rolling in.
Yep.
Arlet, let's move on. Big game.
Another big game.
Big game.
Juventus Napoli.
Yeah.
Battle of the top. Mertens, let's just go straight into it. Gets them off to a flyer. It was nice passing in the box. We thought maybe they'd go on and win, especially scoring very early. We were sitting there keeping track of this game. They go up 1-0. We thought, hey, not to be. Juve proved too deadly.
Oh yeah.
They get 3 goals. Mandzukic with a couple and Bonucci with 1. Ronaldo giving the cross to Mandzukic for the first goal. The header was unreal.
Yeah.
Ronaldo after had a big free kick that just didn't go in.
Is that the one that bounced off the post?
Yeah, off the post and off the hands, and it was, it was a typical Ronaldo shot. Just had so much power. It was low. It was just chaos ball. Ronaldo had another big shot outside the box after Dybala did some pretty great work running up the field with the ball.
Yep.
And took the shot, slams off the post, and Mandzukic gets his other one. So call that an assist, I would. Red card to Rui. Foul on Dybala. Finished the game, basically.
He'd be ruining that, wouldn't he?
Oh, he would be, wouldn't he? Pun City over there tonight. Not a good-looking bloke, the old Rui.
Oh, no.
He's got a bit of a... Yeah. Looks like a mutt. What was it?
Oh,
this dog. Looks like a dog. I don't know. I'm tired, mate. I need to get some sleep. Ronaldo with the header onto Bonucci as well.
Yep.
Ronaldo was integral. Integral game. He was literally part of everything.
Yep.
And he's just
when he's not scoring, he's providing
100%, and he's playing his role.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed in this game? Just Ancelotti just furiously chewing what looked like Nicorette.
I don't know. You can beat the cigarette.
I don't know. But he was just chewing away there, just angry, just taking out all the frustration.
Can you do an example? Because I didn't see it. I didn't notice.
It's just imagine someone chewing some Nicorette.
Just do it into the camera. Look at it. It's right there. Don't be scared.
So
perfection.
Yeah, and then after the game as well, he sort of criticised his players, which he does a lot. And I think that's just for me, just as a fan, to see a coach just blast their players.
Don't blast your players.
Just get your arm around them instead,
It might not be his fault that they lost.
No.
Because the players got to do what they got to do. But
yeah,
in the end, you are the
the buck's got to stop.
Exactly. You are the man. You got to take the blame if it happens, and rightly or wrongly so.
Yeah.
Should stick there and be the beacon of the team.
Yep. Couldn't agree more, mate. Yep. Let's move on to a game that I don't really want to cover, but I will. Bologna Udinese, nice early viewing, 8:30 p.m.
So you got front row seats. I think you crap talk Bologna a bit too much.
No,
you give them enough credit. Throughout the year, and they've come to bite you.
No, one man has stepped up for them
on the posterior.
One man has stepped up for them. Santander has been their best signing.
Love him
to date.
The hair,
the head, the player.
I love seeing him run. Just the hair flowing. I wonder if we could get like graphic of. No, okay.
We'll see. We'll see how
no?
dedicated we are. Yeah, pretty dirty about this one. So Bologna beating Udinese at home 2-1. Two defensive. I actually thought controversially maybe, we were the better side. But 2 defensive errors really cost us. Pozzetto got the opening goal.
Yep.
So we're leading away. Everyone's feeling pretty good. Bologna level it up before the end of the first half. And Santander, that man, you just can't give him too much space because he's a weapon.
He'll punish you.
He's a weapon. So I thought we had
He's been quiet.
Yeah.
The team's been quiet, but he's played well in every game.
You're right.
But now that they've kind of...
Yep.
You know,
that's the mark of a good player, isn't it? That you can still
100%.
notice him even though the team's been down.
Yep.
So I thought we had the better chances in the second half. But I think it was around the 80th minute or something.
Yep.
You just saw the age of Berami. Valon Berami for Udinese. 35, 36.
Still got the tips.
He's still got the frosted tips, which is a good look. Maybe,
Sure.
maybe in the 90s.
Yeah, you never know.
Hey, you never know. Could come back.
I'll do it. I told you, I'll do it if
Yeah.
the next Udinese Fiorentina game we've got to do
We'll get a bet.
bleach test.
We'll get a bet down. And he just couldn't keep up to clear the ball there. Orsolini comes in for Bologna's winner. So
Orsolini, I actually saw
Yep.
when I was in Korea, there was the under 20 World Cup or under 21 World Cup.
yeah,
So I saw him firsthand. He was playing very well. Where I can't even. I was in Suwon,
yeah.
where home of the Suwon Blue Wings, big team in Korea. Front row seats. Some good players on that day, and we need good players.
We do.
To be stepping up. Orsolini, I think
He's not bad, is he?
He'll be thereabouts. Chiesa coming through as well. You know,
There's a lot of young talent.
there's some good young talent. So hopefully we can battle with Poland to qualify for the next World Cup.
Jeez, I tell you what, they're ahead of us right now. That's for sure. Let's just move on to Kiev or Torino. Torino running away winners 0-1. No goals to 1.
Again, Torino doing absolute.
But they did enough, didn't they?
That's the
to
thing.
get the win, and they needed that win. I felt like that was a very important win. Obviously, Kiev will need a win, but Torino needed something
-1.
just to kickstart, huh?
Still negative
Still
one.
-1. Negative Nancy.
Damn the beans, man. The bean counters.
Those bean counters.
It's all their fault.
Miete is playing really well at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So there weren't very, obviously no goals in the first half, or any really great chances. Kievo made the chances, but they just can't finish, and that was the story of their week, the previous game. So I don't know what they need to get that clinical edge, but you know who scored? Zaza.
Zaza.
Got his first goal for the season.
I like Zaza.
Yeah.
Like I said, even though the Cucchiaio, mate.
He did.
No, he didn't.
No, he did the.
He did the sky.
Did he do the one where he pointed?
No, I think he did the big.
And then he skied it. Yeah.
Carl
Silly.
remembers that night, don't you, Carl?
Oh, rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
Oh.
But another thing I did notice was Sorrentino in goal. Oh, I've just got so much respect for this guy. He stopped it being a bit worse because I think Torino, had some nice chances.
Sorrentino's big. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Ale,
finally,
take us to where you want to be.
We get to Fiorentina. This is the game after the Inter game, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. Dirty old day. Not a great game at all. Fiorentina just couldn't do anything. We just looked stagnant. There was everything that was building up just turned to nothing. But then also Atalanta had a lot of chances, but they just didn't finish. Didn't have that clinical edge. Now Chiesa looked frustrated.
Yep.
All game, wasn't getting the balls to him, wasn't allowed to move. He was being, tightly looked after. Wasn't given a lot of space. In the end, goes down very easily in the box. Trips himself over and dives for a penalty. No way to hide it. It was a dive. I didn't know why the VAR wasn't used because they have the VAR.
It just makes no sense.
What they make
it's nonsensical.
Stupid decisions. Yeah. And little ones that they'll award things for little things, but they won't correct the mistake of the referee when they make a big mistake. And he made a mistake. He was fooled by it. He was probably caught in the wrong angle.
Yeah.
And you know what?
I think it's just frustrating for the fans, isn't it?
It is. And, you know, I don't like that from Chiesa. You don't like players diving, you know? And, you know, he shouldn't have done that. And I especially hate diving. I really don't like it.
It's a great sport.
I feel like
Sorry.
I feel like the commentators, especially in that game and in the kind of media surrounding it, they've been really hard on him. Especially when you see the amount of dives in games and it just goes unnoticed by the commentators. I feel like that's pretty easy to get onto a young kid to slam him like that. And you see it in every game. But they kind of say, oh, I was kind of there, but, you know, but they really sound it. I was like, hang on a minute.
It's a bit of drama, isn't it?
Okay.
Sell the papers or whatever.
Didn't like it though.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't like it. You've got guys. The thing that really annoys me is when people get tackled and they carry on like a pork chop, mate. Like they've broken their leg or something. You know, he went down. He called for the penalty. That's it. Wasn't rolling around like an imbecile. What? What are you pointing at?
You roll around like an imbecile.
When do I roll around like it? When I injure myself, I roll around. If it hurts.
Comments from the.
I don't like this live audience.
Ale, before
Anyway.
you burst the blood cell, shall we keep going?
Sure. Alban Lafont was great in goal on the other end of things. In the end, Vertu does what he does. Puts in with the penalty. Vertu put it in, and he had a really good game. The game didn't really improve. It was a bit cagey. In the end, last minute, Biragi had a free kick that was saved, but saved over the line. Got two hands on it.
It's not going to work.
So the goal was counted. It was a weird game.
Yeah,
we didn't look like, you know,
but
anything was going to happen. But we won,
so
and that's the thing.
That's good.
You know, that if we can start winning games that we don't really look good in.
Yeah. Well, that's
happy.
you're gonna stay up there then.
Chiesa, chin up. All right. Don't do it again.
Little message to him. You want to say something to him?
Don't do it again.
We know you're watching, Chiesa.
All right. Don't do it again. Don't do that. We don't need that. All right. Chin up. You're too good for it.
There you go. Pump him up.
Don't let him have anything to say against you.
That's it. That's it.
Just keep.
Kill him with kindness, Chiesa.
That's it.
Shall we move on to the next game?
It's my game again. God.
Sorry,
I've
mate.
been talking for an hour.
Giving you all the work.
Not one you pencil in. It's going to be a good game. Normally, if you look at the start of the season, Genoa, Frosinone, you wouldn't have
No.
said, hey, but put that one in the little iCal.
Or your calendar app of choice.
Yep. Shout out to Apple. My computer's on the fritz. I got to use this little one. So, can we get a little sponsorship? That'd be great. There was one man.
Yeah.
You know.
And
you know his name.
You come to expect it when we talk about Genoa.
That's it.
And when you tune into this show,
He's tearing up the Serie A at the moment.
yeah. And he's got it by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah,
Really.
and he's shot it in the face.
Who's that?
Christoph Piante. All right, he does it again.
He's just unbelievable. This
Another
guy.
2 goals
2 goals.
puts him higher up onto the Golden Boot.
Wow.
The head gunner, he just knows where to put it, mate. 2 goals in 5 minutes. Frosinone only managing a penalty, and that's the only goal they've scored.
First
all year.
goal, come
Well done.
on. And you know what? The crowd loved it.
Pew, 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 pew. Can we get one of those in?
The-
Zoom in, zoom out. Yeah.
I'm just getting the shakes from Christian.
No, we're not doing it.
The crowd loved it though, for them to get their first goal.
First goal of the season. A penalty, and not a great one either.
No.
But, you know, Piontek's first one was Kwame headering it back into the path of Pistols himself. I can't do it with a live audience, man. I'm losing it. Slams it in low into the bottom corner off a bounce. That's positioning. Like balls on the, puts it in the low.
It's not bad.
Did you laugh at that? Really? Put the black square around me again. Then the second one, Kwame steals it, runs down the wing, puts it to Piatek in the middle all alone, and that's it.
Perfect.
Basically, there was a high boot. It was a high boot penalty. It was a bit soft. Bloke's rolling around the floor. To be fair, Chiesa didn't go down like that. You know? I hate that fake I'm hurt crap when you're not. When you're really not.
That what?
When you're really not.
That fake hurt what?
That crap.
Oh, okay.
When you're faking it, it's crap. This is wrong. This is incorrect, and it's happening live on the show. I don't appreciate it.
Shall we move on?
Anyway, hey, look out for Genoa, man. They're playing very, very, truly good.
Yep. Parma, Empoli. Parma 1-0. Still no Aqua, are there?
Mate. Oh, sorry, Aqua Watch.
Aqua Watch.
Latest-
Tumbleweeds because he's not here.
I was going to say latest Instagram post.
Oh, yeah, we could do that
He's got,
too.
hey, follow the man on Instagram.
Yeah, guy's a fashion icon. This game, yeah, look, obviously not that interested because Aqua's not there.
Yeah.
No, it was good one to watch. Gervinho, the difference in this game. Lovely run and finish from a tight angle to score the only goal of the game. This was the game where Richard Whittle called it the season of the back heel. My mistake. It wasn't earlier.
Okay.
This was because Caputo hit the post with a very similar effort to Pastore and Quagliarella. And I feel like he could take some lessons from those two.
Yes, for sure.
Sepe with some big saves from Parma to secure a vital 3 points. And apart from that, there's not too much more to say about that
1-0.
one.
We then move to Sas versus Sus.
Yeah.
Suso. Mate, on a roll.
Play a game.
Sassuolo Milan. Milan playing for Gattuso's life, basically. Came out, did their thing. Sas are no slouches, man.
No.
No slouches at all. So this is a big, motivated result for Milan, I feel. They were really, they had to get the win. Goals to Kessie, Castillejo, a few to Suso. After a big pump-up last week, Suso had another great game. Juricic with the goal for Sas. Suso could have had a hat-trick in this game, mate.
He was good, wasn't he?
He was unreal.
Really good.
Kessie tried a chip, stayed up so long that bloody Sas's striker nearly got back in time to clear it.
That was the one they cleared, not quite off the line. It's a little bit before the line.
Yeah,
because it just took so
literally
long.
It was just, just slam that in.
Yep.
But he scored after a little while. Suso had an absolute mother flipping goal. Another great one. The Del Piero zone, just curled it into the top. Castillejo with a perler from outside the box as well. Juricic, nice spin move and a goal.
Yep.
To the bottom corner. Suso had his finished it off with a little deflected goal. So Gattuso is safe. It was a great game. We're kind of rushing through it, but
That's all right.
It was a very good game. Give it a look.
We got lots to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Last one that I just want to mention quickly was the one that was on at 4:30 this morning.
Yeah.
Sampdoria versus Spal. Obviously, I haven't watched that because,
Hey, we're only human.
we're grown-ass men. We've got to work. But I might just run through the goal scorers quickly.
Yep.
Pelosi for Spal, Linity for Samp,
Paloschi.
and Defrel.
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 The Frenchman back in it. Now, Ale, you know what time it is.
I know what time it is. We've
It's
got
a
2 games
long-
left.
Long-awaited time.
2 games left. We had Inter and Fiorentina
Yep.
and Inter and Cagliari. Now, who better to get on than our man,
Yep.
the Inter fan himself, the man who's made me wear this. He's come in. It wasn't enough to humiliate me on camera.
He's got to do it in person.
He's got to come here and put sticks in my sides, mate. Put the sticks in my sides.
That's all right. But
How
how are we going to bring him in?
We got to do a little.
3, 2, 1.
Oh!
Hey, jeez.
He's here. Where did he come from?
Thanks for
do
having
that?
me, gentlemen.
How are we?
Here he is.
Good to be
Carl.
here.
Finally,
to
the face
see
of the
you,
name.
mate.
This is Carl, our great friend.
Hello, everyone.
Great Interman.
Wow.
The great Interman himself.
He's in.
As you said, the
He's
number
in
one
this year.
supporter in Melbourne.
I think
Did
so.
we ever say that?
I think you said
I
that
said
at the
it.
start of the show.
I said it. And how can How can I prove
How
it?
can
But
you
how
prove
can
it?
anyone
How can you
disprove
prove
it?
it?
How,
disprove it.
how can he deny?
You cannot deny.
You cannot deny.
You
the
cannot
man.
deny.
Carl, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having
Good
me.
to see you.
You're looking good in blue.
am
You
I?
always look good in blue. Good
It is
navy
my
blue,
colour.
man. It is your colour.
It is my colour.
Suits those
Those
eyes.
days.
Yeah.
So, Carl, tell us about Inter. Why Inter? What's the love? Where's the love come from?
Well, funnily enough, all my fan are Milan, AC, and Juve supporters,
Okay.
except my uncle in Italy. When he
Okay.
first came here to Australia, he gave us a top,
Inter top.
an Inter top. So ever since then, I've
Converted.
been following them.
Converted.
Converted. I didn't follow any.
That's
Serie A
always the
before
best
then,
way.
so
Any
2010.
well, if you know, if you can get a rugby loving man like Carl,
Yeah,
we can get you all out there
that's
That's
right.
in the
it.
Serie A, and we need it. We need people just
We want,
to get on it
we
and
want
watch
more
it a bit
people
more.
in this
Definitely.
country to watch this.
Get
game.
around it.
Get
It's a
around
great
it.
league to watch.
We had a couple of games. I'm going to try and keep quiet for this one,
Yeah.
in particular, Inter versus Fiorentina. I laid it down last week, as Carl knows. I said that Fiorentina was going to win 5-0 or something. 1-0?
No. It was 5-0. I think it was 5-0. Definitely 5-0.
It's you know.
You were close.
It's a moot point now.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. Just look at the ladder there, you know? We'll see.
Yeah, I'll just sit
Yeah,
in front of
yeah.
it so you can't see it.
Oh,
No.
yeah, beautiful. Perfect. So, yes, Fiorentina lost 2-1. Contentious game, Carl. Do you want to run through it?
Yep, so 2-1. 45th minute, Icardi scored a penalty. 53rd, own goal from Milan Skriniar. 77th, D'Ambrosio finished it off. Inter, actually, funnily enough, Fiorentina didn't score a goal this game.
We didn't. We didn't.
But we'll get into that. So we'll start off. I think it was the first real chance. Your boy, Kevin Morales,
Yes.
nearly put one in the first couple of minutes.
And you will like him, Morales.
Yeah.
It was his first start, I think.
I think that's
It was
right.
his first start
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
played a couple of games.
That's right.
Nice little run for Benassi, came right through the middle. Nice little ball to a slicing pass, according to the commentator.
Slicing
A slicing pass to Morales, who
Yep.
pumped it into the bottom left-hand corner.
He loves the low.
The hand of Handanovic just got in the way.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't give him any credit. It was the post.
It
and
was the
nothing
post.
More.
It was a post.
Was
and
it
nothing.
50-50 hand post or was it?
Oh, who knows?
We'll never
Just
know.
the post.
Yeah.
Morales thought, "Hey, I'm just going to tease you.
He's going to
I'm
tease
just going
us.
to hit the post. I'm just going to tease you."
Yeah.
You
He
know,
didn't
I'm
do
here.
anything for the rest of the game, but that's fine.
Whew, I'm copping it from all angles. Just hey, jeez.
First chance for Inter. Candreva got the ball from a poor clearance from Vertu,
Yep.
but in
A rare poor clearance.
a rare poor clearance, yeah. But in true Candreva fashion, just skied it.
Yep.
Missed it completely.
He's been doing that all season, hasn't
He's
he?
been doing that since he joined Inter.
Yeah.
Would have been all right in a rugby match.
Oh,
I was literally just about had that written here.
No. Oh,
It's all good. It's all good.
They're
It's all
taking the
good.
content.
No, it's fine. Yeah, and then another near shot. Only moments later, Perisic missed a ball from D'Ambrosio, who cleared it over the top. Candreva, nice little cross in to him, and the Croatian sensation, Perisic, was standing
Whoa,
right in line with the goal. We saw him put two of these away in the World Cup, and just completely missed.
Yeah.
yeah.
Very
Rare from the poodle.
yeah.
Hey, what
Very
did
rare.
you think? Do you reckon there's some poodle in him?
There's a little bit of poodle.
Somewhere
Or
down
some
there.
Dalmatian?
Nah, I think more
Hey,
poodle.
topical.
Topical. Then, second real. No. There was another chance you guys had in the second
Sorry,
half.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Your old boy Borja Valero made a little, or Borja
Borja
Valero made a little mistake and kicked it into the referee, where Chiesa stole the ball, ran
Yeah.
through,
Yes.
and he put it down towards Simeone. 1v1 against the Slovenian Great Wall, Handanovic. And he pretty much kicked it right into him.
Yeah. Yeah. Need a little bit more creativity
A
there.
little bit more
I'd say.
creativity. And then pretty much comes down to the 45th minute, contentious penalty. I don't think it was a penalty.
Sure.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it was. Anyway,
Yeah.
Candreva crosses the ball into Icardi. no, at the time, nobody thought anything of it.
Yeah.
No.
And
Nothing
then 5
really.
minutes later.
And then
After
5
they're
minutes
already in the
later,
change
they were
room.
already in the change rooms. They called Icardi back out to take the penalty.
Oh my God.
Talk us through what happened, Ale.
A cross comes in. It glances the finger of Hugo, who is borderline even in the box.
He's in the box.
It's borderline touch and borderline box. Anyway,
It's one you generally let go.
You let it
it's
go.
one you let go. And the thing that I don't understand, and I've been vocal about this as well, I think the VAR should be used to reverse a bad awarded penalty. So if there's a penalty awarded
That is incorrect.
that is incorrect, the VAR should be used to correct that. It shouldn't scrutinize every single little thing that happens outside and make and award a penalty for something minuscule and not even effective on the game. It should be there to aid the referee when he makes a wrong awarded penalty, because we don't want to see penalties in games. Really, a penalty is real. You want to see free flowing
unless
game.
someone dies.
Unless it's a clear thing, you don't want to see it.
Yeah.
So I really think it should. In the case of Chiesa in the game we talked about before,
Exactly.
that is where the VAR should be used to say, no, it's not a penalty. Here's a yellow card for simulation, Chiesa. We go on with the game. Not award a penalty for his fingernail glancing the ball and doesn't even change the trajectory of the ball anyway.
Yeah.
That's me. It's a penalty.
Oh, Icardi would have scored if it didn't hit his finger.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure thing. Perfect. Anyway.
Icardi steps up to the plate, pops it in, bottom right-hand corner, pretty regulation stuff. It was actually his first goal for the season.
Yes.
Icardi is not... first goal in Serie A.
In Serie A, he had
Yes,
that.
that's
that
right.
He's had 2 in Champions League.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And one of them
in-
was a
One was
cool
brilliant.
Yeah.
perler.
And we'll get to what my thoughts on him a bit later on. But anyway, then after half time, the first real chance of the second half, it was a bit of a deadlock. You've definitely seen it. I don't know if you have.
Yep.
Chiesa tries to, I think he tries to cross the ball into Simeone, but it's either a shot at Handanovic or a cross to Simeone. Comes in and then hits Skidinja, who generally clears that.
Yeah.
And he
Caught him
pumps it
wrong-footed.
into the top right-hand corner, and there's nothing
Hey.
Handanovic can do.
Hey, we'll take it.
You'll take it.
We'll take it.
Wrong side.
1-1.
Against the run of the play,
Yeah.
definitely, because
Yeah.
I think that after the first couple of shots, it was pretty much our first half.
Yeah.
After this goal, it's all Fiorentina.
And then,
from here.
and funny enough, it was all us until then the man, D'Ambrosio.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty much you.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, Veretout and Benassi had a couple of ping pong shots inside the
Yeah.
box. I really think they should have. One of them should
One
have gone in.
should have. Hey.
Definitely. And then against the run of play after 15 minutes from Fiorentina, beautiful strong hold by Icardi. I think this was the ball came into him. For those of you listening to us and not watching us, it's
not
going to
watching.
make no sense.
Yeah,
Because I'm using hand
we're very
movements.
visual. Get
Yeah.
on the YouTube.
Get on the
guys.
YouTube.
Hey, listen in the car, and when you get home,
Watch it again.
watch it again.
Listen again. Watch.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
That's it. Holds his ground. Nice little back heel into D'Ambrosio. And D'Ambrosio just one versus one with the keeper finishes it off. Knocks it in. Great setup from the captain. Better finish by an unlikely goal scorer in D'Ambrosio.
Yep.
Caps off all 3 goals scored by Inter for the game.
Yes. We look good. Just couldn't finish.
Just couldn't.
And it's
Yeah.
always those Inter Fiorentina games are always interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting games, and this one probably a bit more contentious.
Yeah.
I
think
let's move.
I'll just do quickly player of the match for me, because
Oh.
I'm going to say something about him later.
Yes.
D'Ambrosio is something I'm not used to saying. Defended very, very well. He had a lot of out clearances. Passing was brilliant. Capped it off with a goal. You know you love a defender that scores.
I love a defender that
Complete
scores.
game.
Complete game. Anyway, we'll move on.
That's it. Well, let's move on to the next game. Inter Cagliari, another big one. We got you on a good weekend.
Yeah, it should have got me on when we
Two
got pumped
wins.
in the first 2 rounds. That would have been great.
Yeah, your mood might have been a bit different then.
Hey, top 4.
That's
That's
all
it.
it
No
takes,
complaining
mate.
now.
A few wins, that's all
That's
it takes.
Let's quickly run through this
I'll
game.
run
Inter Cagliari.
through Inter Cagliari 2-0. 12th minute, Lautaro Martinez, my boy, El
yeah.
Toro. And then 89th minute,
El Toro.
No,
Politano.
that was a horse.
That was a horse, mate.
I'll just be down here.
It's an interesting.
And then Politano scored in the 89th. Beautiful goal. Anyway, first real chance for the match in the 12th minute. Dalbert, an unlikely assister. Yeah.
Assistant.
Assistant.
An unlikely assistant.
You like assist men.
I like an
Assistman.
assistman. He's
Yeah.
an assistman.
Assist person.
Assist
Let's keep
person.
this,
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, that's
Well done,
it.
Carl.
They're men. On the
In
field.
the Serie A.
In the
In the
Serie
Serie
A,
A. In the
They
Serie
are,
A.
yes.
Assist men.
Dalbert makes a run from the midfield down the left-hand side. Beautiful cross into the head of El Toro, the bull.
Yes.
Sneaky hops from this bloke. He's not that tall.
But
Got
he
above the defenders. Popped it
Gets
in with
in.
his head.
beauty.
Wasn't the best header.
No.
The keeper did get his hand on it. And it just went in. And
Nice.
nice little celebration, which I'll get to later. Bit of a funny
Funny old
what do you call it?
a mishap.
A mishap.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later.
A denial.
A denial.
Denial, yeah. Yeah.
Cagliari actually didn't get anywhere near the ball until the 40th minute in terms of up their end. And Marco Sau received a beautiful pass through two Inter defenders. And then he got run down by Dalbert through the clearance, got basically pushed into the corner and just skied it. Second half, I don't know if you've seen the pass from Nyangolan. It was in his zone where
Mate,
yeah, it was in his zone where he, anywhere inside, just outside the box, he takes a shot.
Yeah.
For some reason, decided to
off.
pass to Kandreva, who
Yeah.
hasn't hit a goal, since he joined us.
another man with the tips.
Yes.
This is true.
They look good.
Yeah.
Jason
and
Ackermanis.
They work for some.
really
man.
should have been 2-0 up there because Kandreva
Yeah.
had the keeper wasn't even he was offline.
Mm.
So then Politano took a couple of flying shots from about 30 yards out. And then VAR time, Cagliari
Another
have
one.
a goal taken away from
Denied.
them.
Denied.
Handball.
Do you know what? It was definitely a handball
Yep.
because he fisted the ball into the goals.
Oh,
Yeah,
yep. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you
So
have
he's
it.
for those of you that
Good
can't
use,
see, he
good
had
use.
his hands up next to his head,
Yeah.
and then from one angle it looked like it hit his head,
He's-
but he punched the ball into
That's
the net.
just-
Did the old
And then claimed it.
Thierry Henry.
And then
just
claimed it and
the hand
started
of frog.
celebrating.
The hand of
and
frog and Maradona knows a thing
Hand
or
of-
two as well.
Yeah. Hand of God.
Oh mate.
carried on like a bit of a pork chop, if you ask me,
Yeah.
after he scored.
Oh mate, there are a few pork chops in the league at the moment.
Tell you what.
And then to finish, 89th minute, Andrioli from Cagliari clears. This one from a corner, Politano. If you haven't seen the goal, go have a look at it.
Yeah, good goal.
Top of the box. He should have hit one of these through the game. Bang, top
Nice
left-hand
volley.
corner.
He was
nice
just
little
warming
volley.
up through the game.
That's it.
Finish it off.
Yeah, and then Inter go 2-0 up. Player of the match, Politano, I thought was fantastic again. And Dalbert, who, another unlikely sort of defender that's come in. Another good game, but definitely
well.
Politano.
That's it, guys. That's all 20 matches.
That's all 20 matches.
Oh, it's
Exhausted.
been, yeah.
Having
to say
fun
the
yet?
least.
This is great.
Having fun. This is great.
Carl, can we just get you to...
We need the melon
Sorry.
out of the camera because we
We'll
need
just
to
get
go
you
through
shift
this.
across for a
That
second.
I can do.
So we got Juve, Napoli, Fiorentina, Inter, Fiorentina, Inter, Fiorentina, Inter, Sassuolo,
I think we got
Genoa.
that.
I got it, mate.
Yeah,
You look good in
Lazio,
blue.
Sampdoria, Roma, and Parma.
Then we had Milan, Torino, Spal, Udinese, Bologna,
Bologna out of the zone.
Atalanta, they're out. Cagliari, Empoli now in the zone. Frosinone, Chievo, all bringing up the rear.
And Empoli is only there because our man Afriaco is on the sidelines.
Well, there's a case for that. Certainly.
So let's go into things we noticed
Yeah.
over the weekend.
Carl?
Not
Carl, me?
on the pitch
You?
or off the pitch. Anything. Let's go, Adrian. Let's
Who
go
wants
you
to
first.
start?
Left to right.
You go first.
All right, I'll kick us off. Thing I noticed this week was just the importance of the talisman in Serie A.
The man up front.
So, of course, of talking about anyone who doesn't follow this game is the talismanic striker. So the man you can always rely on to hold the ball, score goals in important games, especially for smaller teams. Very, very important to have a man playing this role
Definitely.
in this league, in the Serie A. So I've been critical of them all year, Ale, Bologna. But they found a talisman.
You're
And it's
giving them
Santander.
their fair.
I gave him a
praise.
fair whack.
And you gave him a fair whack, and now you're giving them the fair praise.
Because Santander is their talisman, or is turning into their
Yep.
talisman. Great signing. Likewise, Genoa are relying on Piatek at the moment to score those goals. Pistols, sorry.
Pistols.
As he likes to be known.
Yep.
Does
he like to be known? Pistols? We've got to ask him. We'll get him on.
Get
him on the show.
We'll never know. My hero, Antonio Di Natale, was the talisman of Udinese for many years.
He was, indeed.
So that's something the Serie A has always had, and look, leagues around the world have it, but it's very prominent in the Serie A. Icardi potentially, he hasn't been playing that much recently.
Yeah.
But in the past, he's been a bit of a
That
talisman.
role of talisman has actually been very difficult. At Inter this year, hasn't been been working as
ordinary.
much.
Yeah.
But at least they have players around that can sort that out.
Yeah, so that's just something I noticed over the last couple of weeks.
I'll go to
No,
Carl.
no,
Why
I've
not?
done enough talk.
I'll-
Mate. I'll come back later.
Mine very simple. I love a kid. All right, and I'm going out of the Serie A.
Do you like
just
this kit?
quickly. It's a good
It's a
kit.
good kit.
I just.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'll let you keep going.
The new Italian national team,
Yep.
the rugby team, have released their new kit, and it's quite stunning. We'll get a picture of it up
Just
there.
superimpose it onto me. Can we do that?
Superimpose it.
We'll see what we can do.
But yeah, Italy, they just do it right. You know, fashion fashion and sports merged into one. Hey, beautiful kit. Might have to get myself one actually. I know I'm not a rugby man, but it's a beautiful kit. That's one thing that I noticed over the week. Carl, what have you noticed?
Going back to what I said before, the goal scored by El Toro, Dalbert, after getting the assist, runs into the corner space where Lautaro was celebrating and does the two horns.
Okay, the
And
Toro's that's
the
Toro's
Toro,
mark,
the bull,
yeah.
the Toro's mark,
Yeah.
and he starts charging towards Dalbert. Dalbert completely ignores him, runs straight past him, and Dalbert does the El Toro
Yeah.
does the in the stands
Tough guy.
tough guy look.
Yep.
Mate, it's your first goal. Show a bit of humility. You've had a beautiful place on your head. I love the kid.
Yeah.
It's his first real shot at it because he's had his injuries.
Yep.
Celebrate that with you, mate.
Yeah.
You
do it.
celebrate
Come on.
that. Come on.
Come on. He sorted you out.
He sorted you out. Give him a little,
Give him a bit of love. Yeah, see that's a bull.
what you wanted.
All right.
Yeah.
Crowd watch, guys. Adrian,
Okay.
what did you see in the crowd?
Well, this is bloody silly, but it's practical. Makeshift hat I saw in the Bologna Udinese game. Just at a half time.
Yep.
I saw a gentleman who had fashioned a rather fashionable sailor hat out of a piece of newspaper.
A sailor hat is in like the
Well,
the
just it was
sailing
the
ship.
full. No, it was the full. The full one of these ones. It
Must
just
have
went
been
all
a
the way
boring
around.
match.
Or it was maybe the match day record.
match
I
day
don't know.
record.
Yeah. So,
That's some skill either way.
Bologna Udinese.
I thought you meant
you're
like you make the little boat.
it's similar, like
And
that.
just put-
It's
Oh,
like
it
that
was
on
like
his
that?
head. Yes,
Oh,
okay.
a boat hat. Sorry,
Boat hat.
Boat hat.
That's exactly what he had. So well done, sir. Very thrifty and nifty of you.
50 and nifty.
Shall we move on?
Yes. So I had a crowd watch. The Roma fans, the tifosi in there, before the game, the derby, beautiful flags, and they had a little sign, and it read, okay, Giallo rossa al ciel s'inalza e lei che fa la storia. Okay. Now, I had to get a little help from my nonna, my beautiful nonna. She helped me decipher this, and it's old poetic Italian. It's not like commonplace modern day sort of Italian. It's very refined, very refined.
Why not?
As my nonna says. Basically, the gist of it is Yellow Reds or Roma. You say Giallo Rossa Roma. Roma rises to the sky, and it is she that makes the history. Now, this is a slight to the eagle of Lazio that is in the sky, the sky blues. So it's saying that, no, it is not the eagle that rises into the sky. It is Roma, and they make the history. I thought that was a very nice,
Subtle.
very highbrow,
Not so subtle.
slight to the Eagles.
It's a good one. That
Good
is
one.
poetic.
Yeah. Collingwood tried to do a slight to the Eagles, but their banner fell apart.
Carl,
Yes, sir.
take us away with your crowd watch.
Well, mine was at the start of the Napoli-Juventus game, and then I think it was in the Napoli crowd. There was a nice little banner of Hamšík.
Yep.
Hamšík.
Hamšík.
Sicko.
They're sick. Yeah.
Legend.
with vampire teeth.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, so you probably have to get that little image up.
it's
Yep.
interesting.
But
We need to get some backstory on this.
yeah, I've got no idea.
What's the story? With
I
that?
just saw it and I thought it
is
looked
that
cool.
Is that a compliment saying
He looks like a
sucks
vampire.
the blood from the other teams and therefore
Ooh.
he is important to them, or is it
Maybe he just looks
you're a
young.
bloodsucker and you? I don't know.
Sucking blood.
I don't know.
Well, it was a good,
Wouldn't last
It's a good
long.
one. Look good.
Wouldn't last long in Italy, mate. There's too much garlic.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
At least I'm not alone with this.
The
I thought
dad
I'd back
jokes
you
are
up
off.
there.
Okay, guys. Carl, we have you on
Yep.
here, obviously, to tell us a little bit about Inter and share your thoughts. We've got, obviously our teams that we follow very closely, and we focus mainly on them, but we do have a lot of other teams that we got to look into, but we don't get quite as in depth with our passion for the other teams. So to have you on here to speak to us about Inter is a great treat.
Red
Thank you,
fruit.
fellas.
So tell us just quickly how you think they're going this season. What's your thoughts?
Look, start of the season, obviously teething problems. They ended last year very well, qualifying Champions League. Literally the last gasp.
Yep.
Goal from Vecino.
Ah,
Fantastic.
you're welcome.
Well,
No worries.
you can have Valero back if you want. But anyway, the start of the year, a lot of new faces coming into Spalletti's system,
Yep.
and clearly teething problems. And there's been clubs that have been doing it, like Roma have had some
Yep.
struggles at the start. Milan, I think, have struggled a little bit as well.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's really only Juve and Napoli that have just flowed on from last year and kept doing their thing.
That's true. Well, the thing with Juve is like they might not have had those great starts, but they just win.
They just win.
You know what I mean?
They just
Find a
win.
way
So
every time.
and now they're well and truly on their way as well.
So, you're bringing in players like De Vrij, Asamoah, Politano, Lautaro, and Nangolan. And coming into Spalletti's system, there's a lot of the very similar player. Spalletti likes to play ball in the front half. He doesn't like to lose possession.
Yep.
And then once it's in that half, he locks it down.
Locks it in.
You'll find a lot of Inter games, sometimes even against some of the better teams, it's like 60% possession in favor of Inter, or 75 plus sometimes, and they just, the thing that they struggle with is on the counter attack. And I think all the goals we copped against teams like Genoa and SAS, they were all on the counter.
Yeah.
And pretty disappointing to start the year, but obviously wasn't panic stations. They turned their season around against Tottenham in the Champions League.
Yeah,
that was the game.
that was a very big win.
That was
for
a
them.
big win.
A
And
big boost.
I
Because
think
you are a Tottenham.
I'm a
man
Spurs
as well.
man, but they can get stuff. I'm into
That's good.
Also, they like, you don't want to blame injuries, but when you have Perisic coming straight off the World Cup into the new season, Icardi has had a very slow start. Lautaro missed rounds 3 to 6.
Yep.
For Schalke, we haven't even seen since round 1. We don't even know where he is. I think he's got a knee injury, and Yangolan not playing till round 3. You want your best players playing,
Exactly.
and you can't get your system set unless you've got
Unless you've got that,
True.
what the actors to play the role on the stage.
Yeah.
Sure.
We seem to be gelling now, and
Yeah.
Politano with ball in hand has been sensational. Perisic has been a little bit down. He's scored a couple of goals, but Politano for me,
Ball
been-
in foot.
ball in foot. That's it.
Hopefully not ball in hand.
Ball in foot. That's the
Ball in
one.
foot.
Yeah.
He has
Ball on
been
foot.
ball on foot. He's been probably our best playmaker,
Yep.
and
Always important.
yeah, very, very damaging at whipping the ball in. And that, even having Yangolan out there now is just, the ninja's fantastic.
Great
at what he
addition.
does. Great addition. Every game De Vrij and Skriniar play together, they seem to be creating a very good partnership. From
That-
my
and-
perspective, and I think you said this at the start
Yep.
of the season,
I really feel like that's the combo.
That's the combo.
Ryan Skriniar.
Yeah.
for me, it can be the best defensive duo in the Serie A,
Yep.
if not Europe.
100%.
And if you look at how it's going now, it's now their 5th game starting together the whole season. They're 4 wins, 1 draw.
It's pretty good.
They haven't let a lot of goals in. I think they've earned between the two of those, they've really held their strikers.
Yeah. Skriniar's only scored 1 even.
Skidini scored one, yeah, against
Off.
offside. Own goal.
Scored an own goal. But that's nothing, mate. It was
Yeah.
going in anyway.
Sure. And for me, the best formation we've run with has been the 4-2-3-1. So the 4 at the back with Asamoah, and at the moment we're putting D'Ambrosio in there.
Yep.
For me, D'Ambrosio is not the man you want in there. You want Schalke, but you got to play him.
Yep.
And we've been running that since the Spurs win, and I just feel as though as long as they keep going with that and they keep,
Nice and comfortable. In that
nice
one.
and comfortable.
Yeah.
You don't want to be chopping and changing too much. You've got players like Candreva, D'Ambrosio, Dalbe, Gagliardini, and Valero. They're not your best team.
Not the start.
They're not the starters.
No.
And they have been.
Then that's not bad bench players.
They're not
Oh, it's
bad bench.
good, yeah.
That's a blessing to some
It's
of the
good.
smaller teams.
But they're making way. And Keita Balda, he hasn't been. You guys have
Yeah.
been saying it.
He hasn't lit the world on fire, and
No.
he's had his chance to.
Yeah, I feel like
He's still young.
He's got energy.
He's
Yeah.
got. Hey,
He'll be right.
He's
Give him
got
some time.
energy, but and then I just feel as though now we've got some of these players back. Icardi, now's the time. He's fit now. He had last game off because he played 3 in a row with the Champions League game, then the midweek game, and then that. So they gave him the week off. Come back now, and he has to fit into that system because Politano and Perisic and Nyangolan sitting just behind him and bringing the ball into him. It's a deadly front.
It is. It's almost too much power that you don't know what to do with.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't know who's the big target.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so
it's only just missing at the moment, and I feel as though a couple of wins under their belt, they're all right.
Confidence is
Not
growing.
panic stations at the start of the year. Moving forward, I'm happy,
Yeah.
That's good.
and a couple of weeks we'll be ahead of Fiorentina. It'll be good.
As always. Who do they have next week? And what do we think about it? Let's
Oh,
go
yes.
through those games for next week.
Shall we go through some predictions? Let's kick us off. Torino Frosinone.
Ooh.
I
Do you
think
know what?
It could be an upset.
If Torino, I feel like Torino are going into games and they're just like
Bit of
Yeah,
lackadaisical effort
yeah.
by the look of
Little
it. The
bit.
couple of games I've seen them play.
Yeah.
frosty nonno. I'm gonna give them a 1-0. I reckon.
I'm not.
I'm gonna go
Uh,
1-0 Belotti to score a
Yeah, I'm
penalty in the
gonna go
80th minute.
Yeah,
gonna go
Belotti
with
being
Carl.
something crap.
It's
Anyway,
going to be 1-0 at least to Torino. We've got Cagliari Bologna. What do we think of that, boys?
that'll be a good game.
I think that'll be all right.
Bologna's tails are up now.
Blue and red battle.
Cagliari haven't been playing very badly at all.
They've been all right.
They've been okay this
Yeah.
season.
I reckon a little draw there.
Possibly
Maybe
a
2
draw.
all.
Yeah.
Hopefully not 0 all. We like goals.
We
Yeah.
do. Udinese Juve.
You know what?
The little zebras,
The
mate.
one good thing is
Udinese.
we're
I'm
at
laying it.
home.
I'm gonna lay it down. You guys are gonna lose 5-0
I'm gonna lay it down.
Probably not wrong.
I'm gonna lay it down.
3-0 maybe.
Ronaldo
to
is gonna
join
break his
Udinese.
leg.
Whoa, that's left field.
Wow.
And
Why
Udinese
Win.
will win
Oh,
because it'll be Rodrigo de Paul taking a shot. Ronaldo's gonna put his leg out to stop it. It's gonna snap in half
the ball's gonna go through
through the leg, and it's just gonna
because the shot is just that hard on
singe
him.
the goal netting, and they're gonna win 1-0.
Wow, wouldn't that be something out of a movie?
Yeah.
Empoli and Roma.
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 If Afriak was back, they'll win 5-0.
I think Roma have now found their feet.
They have,
Yes.
but if
So-
Afriak was back, 5-0 win.
That could well, we'll see if he's back.
Yep.
We think Roma.
Roma.
I think we'll
Yeah.
probably
Roma.
get that.
Yeah.
Genoa Parma.
Oh,
Parma.
Good game.
Parma's gonna
Javinho
win
and
this.
Piontek they got goals in them.
You know what it'll be? It'll be a 0-0 draw, and neither of them will score.
Can
No, it'll be a
don't do
1-1 draw, and neither of them will score. It'll
Oh.
be.
Can Piontek keep it up?
Shoot off
Ooh, like an old western.
like an old western. It's gonna be Javinho versus Piontek.
Dooloo. There you go. That's better.
That's it.
And your Morricone.
But the
great
problem
man.
is, mate, Piontek shoots like this. So he's gonna have to.
he's
gonna have to turn on his
gonna
side.
shoot the cameraman.
Oh, jeez. He wouldn't be good in a western film.
No,
would
he
he?
would not. Okay, who's next?
We've got Milan and Chievo.
Chievo.
Really?
Stuff Milan.
Oh yeah.
I think Milan. Although Chievo have been creating a lot of chances, they just haven't been.
Maybe,
They're still
maybe-
on. They're still on -1.
Yeah,
Still on negative
yeah,
one.
Maybe.
At least they're trying.
At least they're trying. I reckon 0-0 draw. That'll be the one.
Sorry for all the Flying Donkeys fans out there.
Yeah, sorry guys. Lazio Fiorentina.
Oh,
That's a big game too.
that's a
Ale.
massive game.
Lazio have been doing just enough. Fiorentina have been doing a bit
Is
more
it
than
at
enough.
home or?
It's at Lazio.
Ooh,
At
I
Lazio.
reckon
It's
you'll
not a
win.
game.
I reckon you'll win
I don't
2-1.
think it's a good hunting ground.
Maybe a draw.
Maybe
2-1.
a draw. I think. You reckon 2-1? I reckon maybe
2-1.
2-2.
Yeah,
We'll
2-2. Well, but I think there'll be goals.
A 2-all,
You'd hope so.
2-0 all draw.
That's the one.
Yeah.
We've coined it now. Atalanta and Sampdoria.
Samp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably give that to
Atalanta, they started like a house on fire.
They've fallen
They've
off.
struggled.
Now they've ended like a house
That's
on fire.
That's burnt now.
Mm.
Yeah. It's just struggled, haven't they? Napoli Sassuolo. I think Napoli for me. But Sas could put up a fight.
The Sass are underrated.
Sass, maybe.
Kevin Prince Boateng
Yeah.
is going to score
Prince.
2,
Babacar as
and
well.
they'll lose 3-2.
Like, really good.
Man.
Really good
I reckon
additions.
1-0.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think Napoli will win.
Yep.
1-0. Do you think Sas 1-0? Or?
I reckon Sass 1-0.
Okay.
I like to go for the underdog,
That's good.
as
man.
you can tell with all my tips.
And then we have Spal and Inter. Finishing,
hope.
Ooh.
finishing
You'd
us
hope
off.
Inter would win.
Where
that
is
one.
it? It's
It's
At-
their home game.
In Ferrara.
mm.
I think Inter will win.
I
that.
think Inter will just get the chocolates.
Be pretty
there.
comfortable.
I would hope so.
I
yeah.
hope so.
I reckon see it's against a middle of the run team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll draw.
It'll be a draw.
We'll draw.
Typical Inter.
Typical
A nil or
Inter.
draw.
We'll draw.
Well, that's us. And
That's us.
It's
That's
been a
us.
long ep, but it's been glorious.
It
and
has
it's been really good to have Carl.
been great to have Carl
Yeah, guys,
Carl
thank
between
you
the tables.
so much for having me on.
No, mate.
Sure.
Thank
We'll
you.
definitely we'll have you back.
Yep.
At some point to give us some pearls of wisdom.
When's the next Fiorentina Inter game?
That's
Well,
hey,
we need to
that's it.
come up with something before then. Something
Shed-
a little bit more extreme, maybe.
Schedule it in.
We had the website that came up last week.
Yes.
Great work,
Mm.
Christian.
Well done, Chris.
Behind the man of many talents.
Calciospresso.com.au.
That's the one.
It's fantastic. It's my homepage currently,
Oh.
fellas. So
That's what you want to do.
How's that
So
what
we're
you
going
want?
into your settings
that's it.
and
you just
chuck
want to
that
hit
on.
the little home button.
That's it. Also, jump on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Yep.
Um,
What else?
Tinder, Grinder.
Blender.
All the
Yeah,
all the
all the
ders,
ers.
all the ders.
Yep.
What else? Is that it? That's pretty much.
I think that's pretty much where we're at. Yeah, we've got some more big games coming this week.
Yep.
We're
Is it getting
hopefully-
into the earlier fixtures now?
I think it well and
Yeah.
truly
Daylight
is 'cause,
savings
we've got
this
daylight
week.
That's
savings.
right. Daylight
Yeah.
savings
They're
is
pinching
coming.
an hour off us.
So that'll help for everyone on the East Coast here.
It will.
Yeah. So no excuses, guys. Watch the games.
If you
It's
can.
earlier.
You heard
Yeah.
it. You heard
No
it right from the
excuses.
man himself. No excuses. All right. Also, drop into All'Antico Trattoria for a beautiful
That's right.
home cooked meal.
Thank you.
And give Carl a visit. Mention this video and you'll get $50 free.
We'll see about that.
Keep your coffee black, guys. Keep watching the beautiful game. We're out. Let's see if we can make Carl disappear.
3, 2, 1. Forgot the global. Oh, you're still here. The show's over. Go home.